What's up, y'all? Got a banger from the gender score. Let's get straight into it.
Is there anything that you wish you had done differently? Is there anything that you know now that you wish you had known getting in?
To never do corn. Shots fired! Pretty simple.
Two big things I would have done differently.
I'll show you two big things. All right, I got to stop.
Well, two things I wish I could have known and stuff. The first thing is, I wish I would have thought more on how the emotions are going to impact my connection with others. So I often...
We call this pair bonding.
Think like, as a CEO, you sometimes sacrifice hanging out with your kids. I worry, one of my biggest fears that I'm trying to get over is, did I sacrifice my emotional connection with people to do some of these firsts, or to have true intimate passion with people for this type of career? Adriana's gotten so big that it's a little hard to connect with anybody on my personal level now.
So she's real popular.
Yep, because women, typically when it comes to coitus in the bedroom, women take a little bit more of an emotional approach. As men, I think we can separate the emotions from the physicality of it. With women, usually they do it because they're actually emotionally interested in a man. That's why I say women cheat with the new potential boyfriend, and men can just cheat because they want another flavor like Baskin Robbins.
To meet somebody, it sucks. Like if I go on a date, I often will plan a date with somebody, and then slowly the date will turn into being an hour later. Then it's 8 o'clock at night. Oh, meet me at a hotel. I get to the hotel, they just want to bang. Or, it's taken a lot of I guess a lot of intimacy from me. Like people don't give me the respect of giving me the treat a woman how she should be treated moments. So that kind of sucks. I'm hoping I'll get it. I have a fear, but maybe as I grow and change,
maybe,
and get older.
But the thing is, it's got nothing to do with you. The damage is already done. The water is already muddy. Here's the thing. This is why I say women are marketers and men are salesmen, dude. Women are marketers. They're marketing to the men that they want to be approached by. If you're marketing yourself as a corn star, the guys that are going to approach you are the guys that are into corn stars. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just throwing rocks, and if it hits you, holla. The problem is with these women is it's nothing that they need to do to work on. The damage is already done. You can't work on anything to make a man respect you anymore. Your butthole is online for $4.99, and dudes can see you getting your back and spine realigned by random men on the internet. It's just the reality of it all, right? So this is why when I say women are marketers and men are salesmen, don't expect a man to come in and respect you more than you supposedly respect yourself. If a man sees that you're busting at spread eagle, getting cracked like a frickin' walnut on Christmas Eve by a nutcracker, don't expect a man to come in and be like, you know what, baby, I want to be your hero. I want to respect you more than you respect yourself. This goes to the whole thing of women are marketers. You're marketing to men how men should respect you and how they should treat you. You know when you meet somebody new for the first time and they go, so what do you do for a living? The reason they're asking, have you ever thought why they're asking that question? The reason they're asking that question is to see how much respect they should give you. People correlate how much money you make to how much respect that you get. These women like this, they make a lot of money, but they have no respect. Men don't respect them. And the thing is, it's not our problem. As men, we don't need to understand this. We don't need to change our preferences. We need to stay steadfast in what we believe and never wife up a corn star, ever. Ever, 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 ever. But it goes back to the pair bonding thing, right? She has been so emotionally dry towards the men that she's been in coitus scenarios with. If you don't know what coitus is, go check it out. She's been so emotionally drained and emotionally absent in all of these that she can't feel that emotional connection anymore. It's truly sad because she probably could have had a great future, could have been a great mother, but instead she chose to sell her body. Therefore, that's the respect you get in the market, honey. I'm sorry.
Or I'll find somebody to do those things with. And then
the thing is, even if she did find a man that she so-called loved, she wouldn't respect him because she knows her own past, and any man she would truly respect wouldn't put up with that.
If I could take anything back in my career, it'd be the public actions that I did that weren't for companies. Mm-hmm. So for instance, I an escalator. Mm-hmm. While that did a lot for my brand in the sense of making me catapult and people were like, wow, this is crazy. What I realize now is those moments are actually hindering me from average society wanting to work with me because they only see me in that light.
Mm-hmm. My perimenopause.
They only see you in that light. Oh, goodness gracious.
Stupid.
They only see you in that light. No, you painted yourself in that light. What are you talking about? Men only see you in that light. You made your bed, now you gotta lay in it, boo-boo. It's like, it's so hard to feel bad for these women when they went out there and chose to do that. That's like you going out there and choosing to drop a hammer on your toe, but you want me to feel bad that your toe hurts? Huh? That makes no sense, bro.
A lot recently, because I've realized that every single girl I know in my life, every woman in her 20s that I know, has been feeling lonely lately for some reason. And the reasons are all different. Whether they moved somewhere new and they feel like they have no friends there, or they got into a relationship, or they got out of a relationship, or they're single and they haven't found their person yet, or they just had a baby and they feel lonely as a new mom, or they can't get pregnant and they feel like their friends are...
It's always a laundry list of things that other people are doing. There's just zero accountability with this. It's wild, isn't it? I know the dating scene sucks, but so does getting hurt in an accident. Have you ever found yourself involved in a personal injury case? As an image consultant, I meet a lot of clients who are actually recovering from all sorts of injuries, from car accidents to workplace injuries. And I was actually surprised to see how many people lose their personal injury cases. Which is why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida for $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. And the best part is, it's all free unless you win your case. Now, if you've also been the victim of a personal injury or a serious accident, you can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, where you can start your free claim today.
Are all moving on to a new stage of life and da-da-da-da-da. There are a million different reasons why you could feel loneliness. I think it's especially more prominent in your 20s, and especially in your like mid-20s, because that's really when you start trying to figure out, like, who am I? What am I doing? What do I believe in? Who do I want to be? What is my future?
If you notice what she's doing here, she's staying in.
Well, it's all about me, my. What do I want to be? What do I want to do? There's no sense of like duty. There's no sense of like, I want to be with a man. I want to start a family. It's like women have just grown up being coddled, especially a lot of the modern women in the dating market right now. They've just grown up being coddled, and now they're so entitled that they think they deserve everything without any work.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs, and I'm still struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card.
My question is if you got 3 jobs and you're struggling financially, what are your 3 jobs? Are you sweeping up the floor at 7-Eleven? Like, what do you, like, how do you have 3 jobs and you ain't got enough money to live? You know what that tells me, chat? And tell me if you think I'm right. I think it means that you got a spending problem, boo-boo. I think you live above your means. You probably go get your lips done. Your nails are done, I can tell that. You got earrings on. Just saying, your skin looks pretty clear. Maybe you're getting some facials. Not that type of facial. But yeah. I bet she's just living above her means.
Debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it.
The wall?
It just isn't working. Full-time job. Not
But once again, what's your full-time job, though?
doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job. Hit or miss. If I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, come on.
I don't know if any industry is doing well right now. I used to be a server. I used to have all this cash every night whenever I would work, walk out with cash. And I don't have that anymore. And I don't even know if they're doing okay right now. Like, I have seriously considered quitting my full-time good job to go back to serving. Because at least I can just like use my personality and try to get more money than.
And then I want to be a chef. But can you believe they want you to go to school for that?
I mean, it's tough out here. The economy is, you know, nobody's safe. Nobody's absolutely safe from this. But the thing is, dude, that you get paid directly proportionate to the value that you bring to the market. If you feel like you're not getting paid enough, it's probably because you don't bring enough value to the market. Why do you think software engineers can make 6 figures like the first job that they get? Because they're bringing a certain level of value to the market that is directly proportional to the amount that they get paid. If you're not happy with where you're at right now financially, if you're not happy where you're at physically, number one, you got to make a change. But you also got to realize you need a high-income skill to go make a lot of money in the market right now. Why would somebody want to pay you 6 figures to be a cashier at 7-Eleven? It's not going to happen, brother man. It doesn't work. You want to get paid more, go learn a high-income skill. You know what I mean? Like, I did sales for a decade. Sales is a high-income skill. For the majority of my career in sales, I was making more than my managers because I was in control of everything that I wanted to do. So if she's a server, go be an SDR. Go be a sales development representative. Basically, they give you a script, you make cold calls, you make 150 calls a day, you set as many appointments as you can. Dude, it's really not that hard. You get used to the rejection and you just look for the yeses and not the nos. That's why I say, dude, if you're extroverted, go into sales. If you're introverted, go into software engineering.
I really wish I was a hoe because being single is so boring.
Wait, run that back, Turbo. Did she say she wishes she was a hoe? Honey, a couple chats can change that with a few strokes.
Sure.
Sometimes I really wish I was a hoe because being single is so boring when you have like standards for yourself and love yourself and not give away your body and energy to like random people, because I'm always talking about like, oh, I'm so glad I'm single, I can do whatever I want. No, I haven't touched a single man in over a year since my breakup because I just can't do it. It's either one person or no one. It's either the one or no one. I'm not into talking.
Baby girl, he's just going out there and finding himself. If he's the one, you'll wait.
Stages. I'm not into talking to multiple men. Ugh. I'm not into dating apps. I'm not into having a roster. I'm not into random hookups or one-night stands. It's just, I just can't do it. And
Do you hear this?
I actually applaud her. I'm actually very glad that she doesn't do all that stuff, because that stuff can ruin you. It really can.
Talks about the part of the healing journey where it's like you're shedding your old life, your old behaviors, your old thought patterns, your old beliefs, and with that, like, behaviors and people and environments, and you're kind of rebuilding and reestablishing this new life. But there is a transition period in between that, which can often last like 6 to 12 months, if not longer, where it's like you're finding new people to connect with, you're establishing your social circle and new habits, and you're learning so
This is why women should prioritize family. This is the time in your life where you should have a man, you should be having kids, you should be hunkering down, building a familial unit, and building a life for yourself. These women are just realizing that it's lonely out there in these streets.
more about yourself. No one talks about that transition period in the middle, which is like lonely and so uncomfortable and challenging, and like it can really be so much harder than the initial issue in the first place, like the reason you're on the journey, because you're like, why can't I just be okay? Why can't I just have my old life back? Like, everything was fine, but you're gonna feel like you know, you're lonely, you like, why is this happening? Why can't I just go back to my old life? But trust me, it's worth it. Stick with it. Your new life will, your new habits, your new behavior.
It's so hard she hates it, but it's okay. You're gonna love it? Bro, stop the capping, bruv.
My perimenopause anxiety has caused me to...
Perimenopause anxiety has kicked my backside? Let me menopause you there. Who did your hair?
Hide. I've completely hidden away.
45 to
Wait, run it back.
My perimenopause anxiety has caused me to hide. I've completely hidden away.
45 what is this?
5 to 54 has been the highest in unaliving themselves for the last 10 years.
From everyone, everything. Not left the house. I say not, rarely left the house. And it's really made me notice how much stronger the anxiety is in perimenopause.
Right around that age where you start thinking, I must be crazy, and you're going to your doctor and you're asking for help, and doctors are saying, that's just getting old.
Than it is normally. And this is from somebody who suffers with anxiety badly, and I mean really badly. But yeah, it has really made me notice how the perimenopausal anxiety, it seems to be different.
Let's do a little bit of learning here.
Like it's on steroids.
What's perimenopausal? What is this? Sounds like a Shrek character. Menopause. What is this? Perimenopause is the transition period between a woman's reproductive years and menopause. Okay. It typically begins in the late 40s and lasts until menopause, which is defined as 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period. Oh, okay. Hot flashes, dryness, mood swings, sleep disturbances, joint pains, skin changes. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that does suck because as men's bodies, we don't really change like that. But the whole thing of anxiety in chat, this is my hot take on anxiety. But let's give Loki a salmon. Should we give Loki a salmon? Loki, free. Sit. Wait. Free. You gotta grab it, dude. Go to your place. Go to your place. Here's my thing on anxiety, and here's my hot take, and let me know if you agree. I believe anxiety, it can be clinically a thing that people suffer from. I think you can go to the doctor, and I think clinically, like, hey, you have anxiety, it's part of it. But I think a lot of anxiety, at least nowadays, that people suffer from is from just a lack of drive or a lack of things to do. Like, if I would be very anxious if you just sat me in a room all day by myself with my thoughts doing nothing. I would be very anxious. But like, I feel like anxiety is the absence of having something to do. And you get anxious because you overthink. And when you overthink, you have anxiety, right? When I'm doing something, when I'm outside working, when I'm working on the YouTube channel, I'm working with Loki, you know, I'm learning a new trick, I'm hanging out with Cass, I'm present in the moment, I don't really have a lot of anxiety because I do a lot of hard work. So I would say if you do have a lot of anxiety, in chat, let me know. I'm not a doctor, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But in chat, once again, let me know if you agree. But I believe if you have anxiety, you're probably just not doing enough. And do things that feed your soul. Don't just go out there and work a 9 to 5 and come home and then be bitter all day because you have to work for somebody else. But go work your 9 to 5, come home and work from 5 to 9 or 5 to 7 on something that you really are passionate about or something that you really love. For years, for me, it was music. I did it for a very long time. I found out I wasn't ever going to be a musician, so I just dropped it like a bad habit. But then eventually I was like, you know what, maybe I could do something with my personality. I was like, I know a lot about relationships, so why don't I start a relationship YouTube channel? Started back in November, and look where you are now, 140-something thousand subscribers. Shout out to you guys. But it fed my soul doing things like this. And if you're just going out there and working for someone else constantly, you're going to feel that you're lacking. Go out there and do something that you really like to do. If you don't have any hobbies, start trying them. I tell people right now, if you don't know what you're interested in, you need to be like a scientist for your own life. You need to go out there and you need to experiment with different things. Go try frisbee golf. Go try pickleball. Try reading a book. Try watching a new type of show that maybe you learn something. Try recording some TikToks. Try doing Instagram. Try weaving. Try basket weaving. Try underwater basket weaving. Try something. Go try a lot of things until you figure out what you really like. And then eventually, this is what I tell people because they're like, well, Levi, I would love to start a YouTube channel, but I just feel like whatever I would be doing, I wouldn't be really that interested in. Do you think I wake up every day and want to watch a bunch of delusional modern women talk about men ain't nothing? Not really. But I know that what I'm doing and the movement that I want to make requires a lot of redundancy. And we have to talk about this a lot. And there's a lot of life lessons in these, which is why we have to talk about them constantly. You want to make societal change, you have to be redundant with the message that you're preaching, which is why we're here. But yeah, what do you guys think about the new sign? Do you guys like it? Hopefully you know that is Loki, the bestest of boys. I know you can't see all the channel members, but I just wanted to put y'all's like icons up there. I really do appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be here today without the members and everybody that's watching. So I really do appreciate you guys. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the 2 ebooks, the 4 Pillars of Personality and the 4 Steps of Style that make you irresistible to women and respected by men. But I hope you guys are having a great start to your 2025. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.